Hello everybody, my name is Sniping is Fun, and I welcome you all back to the next Newcomer idea. I'm talking about in the series of Newcomer ideas for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, where I left you guys off last time on Impa, character number 72. I said character number 73 would be a new Nintendo IP. It has yet to be represented in Smash Bros., at least with a playable character, and is recent enough and has enough games enough, whatever that I feel deserves to get in the game series, and that's talking about Dillon from Dillon's Rolling Western, which was really only the name of the first game, but let's just call it Dillon's Rolling Western as his series name, so there you go. So let's talk about why does Dillon, this recent new character, well, not recent in super new, but recent in terms of the 3DS, I think the first game was like 2014-ish, in that range, like 2013, 14, 15-ish. I'd say 14 sounds about right. I never actually played the game, so this is yet another character I had to do a decent amount of research for, like various other characters in the past. I've had to do research because I don't either know the character or I haven't played the series of the game yet. But yes, the Dillon's Rolling Western series. And why does Dillon deserve to be a new Nintendo IP to join the ranks that likes of, like in Smash Bros. 4 now, Splatoon? So let's get started like always. 3 separate categories. Reason, why do they make sense to be in? Smash, moveset ideas, and percentage chance I can see him actually getting in. So let's see about why does Dillon's Rolling Western deserve to be represented? Why does Dillon deserve to be a playable character in the likes of Smash Bros. Ultimate? Well, first and foremost, it is a new Nintendo IP that actually has a little bit of staying power now. It's not just a one-and-done game series like some other Nintendo franchises have been. It's gotten games now. There was 2 games years ago on the 3DS, Dillon's Rolling Western and Dillon Last Crusade, or Dillon something Ranger, Lost something Ranger. I forgot now. Like I said, I've never actually played the games. And now just recently, this year, we got Dillon's Dead Heat Breakers on the 3DS. So he is now from a franchise that has 3 games. So it's a new Nintendo IP that has staying power like Splatoon and like Xenoblade. And both of those franchises now have characters in Smash Bros. I know there might be a little bit of doubt. We only have 1 ARMS game, so the likes of Spring Man and Ribbon Girl are kind of debatable, like maybe ARMS 2 or 3 or whatnot. But just like Xenoblade, just like Splatoon, Dillon's gotten multiple games, and I do recall them being fairly popular. He was an assist trophy in Smash Bros. 4, and we've seen the likes of assist trophy characters get up to date and get in and playable now. So that's possible there. Likes of Dark Samus and whatnot. And basically, it represents a new Nintendo IP of recent memory that has yet to be in Smash Brothers. So it kind of fits into that ARMS, Xenoblade, Splatoon type representation. And I do recall, like I said, that they're popular, and he has tons of potential for a Smash moveset. I've actually looked up videos, like all 3 games. He has enough Smash moveset to make probably 2 characters. He'd be a good character and has decent moveset potential. So like I said, that's the reasons why. Has 3 games now. The reasons for why it really makes sense to be in Smash Bros. 3 games now, so it's a new Nintendo IP that has staying power and it's going to be around for a while. He's a popular, requested character. He was able to make it as an assist trophy in Smash Bros. 4. We don't know about if his assist trophy is back yet in Smash Ultimate now. He has ton of potential for a moveset, and it's a recent new Nintendo IP that's not yet in Smash Bros. And it would make a cool inclusion to actually give representation to. So there you go with that. Now, moveset ideas. Like I said, I had to do a little bit of research. I never actually played the games. I do remember when the first game was coming out, and I looked at it, I'm like, this looks interesting. I might actually try the series out, and I just never got around to it because, busy lifestyle, work, school. At the time, I think I was still in, college when the series first came out. And just other games I was playing, so I never really got around to playing it. And one day I'll probably hopefully go back and start playing some of these games. But he does, like, for moveset potential, he is an armadillo. If you haven't been able to tell that, he is an armadillo character, which we don't have in Smash Brothers yet. In his smash attacks, he has claws. You can kind of tell on the picture he has claws. So his smash attacks will consist of him slash. You can do one-arm slashes, like slash combos. You can do a swipe upwards, like uppercut, like swiping type attack. And he can do sweep kicks and double kicks. So he can basically just be like, or just like go on the ground and sweep the opponent to trip him kind of thing. So he does have the use of both his hands and his legs. He can kick you and he can punch you. He can slice you with his claws and he can trip you with a sweep kick. So that's his smash attack. Simple, done to the point. His special attacks are if you've actually played the games, and this would kind of make him kind of like Sonic or a couple characters ago, like, you know, Sash Lilac from Freedom Planet. He does do a little spin, curling up charge attack. So he goes into a little ball like an armadillo, and he spins around and he attacks opponents. So that would be some of his special attacks, being able to curl up into a ball and charge and run into opponents and attack them and whatnot. There are these things called freeze crystals he could use in his game series, which I think would be kind of cool and unique. He can throw freeze crystals and they can freeze opponents. I'd say not to make them OP. You have to time them and hit the person probably like in the upper body thing. You can't just like you can't just be in the vicinity. You have to directly smack them with this freeze crystal in order to freeze them for a couple of seconds. So you can run in there and do your slicing claws or scroll up into a ball and just run right into them to give you a small percentage chance, you know, a small little percentage of time to do some damage. He can use guns. He has a shotgun and he has a Gatling gun. So I'd make sure you could just basically pull up to them and be like one big shotgun blast, or you can pull a Gatling gun like. So I'd make sure those are some special attacks of his. So it gives him some ranged attacks on top of the freeze crystal. And he could also, since he's an armadillo, he could burrow underground, come up and attack opponents. I basically made the same thing as a moveset attack for Muddy Mole as well, for Mole Mania. Like just like a mole crawling on the ground, attacking upwards. An armadillo can crawl on the ground. He can come up and attack under, you know, as well. So basically, you can dig into the ground and just come up and slash and attack opponent from beneath the stage. I think those would be some cool smash attacks for him. So before we get to the final smash, his smash attacks would be claw strikes, sweep kicks, double kicks, one like uppercut cross like slash, and then a standard one arm slash. His special attacks would be a shotgun, a Gatling gun, the freezing crystals. He can do charge attacks kind of like Sonic, and he can burrow underground, come up and slash opponents. That is quite a bit of potential to make him at least a little bit diverse, and he won't be as fast as Sonic, so he'd be more of a powerhouse Sonic with a gun, and not no shadow either. So there you go, and it represents a different franchise and whatnot. Now, in terms of a final smash, it took me a while to actually kind of get an idea for what a final smash would be, because it's basically an action adventure tower defense game. So I was thinking maybe put him in a tower and have him shoot opponents or something, or maybe just focus on the spin dashing and make it more powerful spin dash, and he just like runs into opponents and knocks them off the stage or something. That's both interesting choices, but one thing I've seen from the Dead Heat, you know, Breakers trailer is he basically has like these red, you know, glove type things that are electric based, and it's, I don't know what it's called. I really, like I said, I never played the game, but I call it the electric ground strike. He taps his belt and he takes like this little like red glove type thing that's on his belt, and he charges it up and he just strikes the ground, which crumbles the ground. The stage would like break, shatter, and it's like electric strikes, like. So any person that's in the stage will get in the vicinity, which will be medium range. Let's say the stage is this long, this wide. This is him. It'll probably go about out to here maybe, and it's like crumbled up ground breaking and shattering and smashing to the ground, electric explosion type thing, and opponents get stuck flying off the stage. I don't know what it's called, but in the comment section, because you probably actually played the game, you probably know what the actual thing's called, but I thought that looked so cool and unique and different, and just played it as his final smash. Like I said, taps belt, gets this glove type thing that's like red energy glove type thing from his belt, and he just shatters the ground with electricity, and it breaks in explosions and attacks opponents in the vicinity. That'd be kind of cool. So that's it for that. Third category, percentage chance I could see him actually getting in. It would be cool. It'd be really cool to see Dillon's Rolling Western, to see Dillon's series actually get represented as a playable character, because it represents like a new Nintendo IP from the 3DS era, which we really don't have a new IP that specifically started on the 3DS and really is only on the 3DS as of now. We have the Splatoon series, which started on the Wii U and now on the Switch, so it's like the home console representative that has Xenoblade with the Wii U, and Switch. But 3DS doesn't really have the character that specifically represents just it. A new IP that started just on the 3DS. And Dillon's kind of like the biggest choice, I think, from that category. And I think he'd be kind of cool, but I don't know how far the series is going to go. I really don't know how popular he actually is, or how popular the series actually is. I do recall the game selling well, and they've made 3 of them, so I'm assuming the series is very well liked. But I don't know how likely he is to be in, and I really don't know if he's still an assist trophy or not. They might still have him as an assist trophy. So I'm putting him at about a 50 to 60% range, like in the middle. I'll say 55 to 60%, like 50 to 60%. I'll probably just bump it up and keep it at 60%. He's possible. It's a Nintendo IP that should get representation. It's just not very much guaranteed. I think ARMS at this point might be a better representative for a new Nintendo IP to put in Smash Bros., whether on the base roster or DLC or whatever. Dillon has staying power more, I think, right now, and it's been around at least a little bit longer than ARMS, but it can go either way. It's possible, but he's not the next guaranteed choice, and I think they might want to deal with the likes of ARMS more so than anything. Just saying. So I'd say 60% chance. He's very possible, but not the most possible, and he'd be a cool inclusion because he would be a cool Nintendo IP and give this series some love. So when the series continues forward, which it obviously is going to, and we're probably going to get a Switch game at some point, people will know him from Smash Brothers. So there you go. Dillon from Dillon's Rolling Western, Dead Heat Breakers, Ranger, whatever. There you go. Put in the comments what you think. Do you guys want to see Dillon in Smash Bros? Would you like to see him as a playable character? Are my reasons why he should be in make sense? What reasons would you have to make him? Do you even want him in the series? Moveset ideas? Does my moveset sound good? What changes would you do? What would you do for a moveset? Is that Final Smash sound like a cool idea? The special attacks, Smash attacks, is 60% too high? Let's discuss it down there. Have some fun. And, I hope you guys all like this video. And stay tuned for the next video when I jump back into the world of Fire Emblem with Fire Emblem 3 Houses. I already talked about Elgard, whatever how you pronounce her last name. Elgard, with her axe and magic and everything. Now I'm going to be talking about the second of 4 main characters when I talk about the Avatar main major character Byleth in character number 74. My name is Sniping is Fun. Peace. Please subscribe if you want to. Have a lovely day and see you all later in the next video. Bye.